This is Dr. Christopher Sundy with Nova Health Recovery Ketamine Infusion Center, and I'm going to discuss 7 things to bring to your ketamine infusion. Now, the first thing you want to bring is noise-canceling headsets. Nothing's more annoying than hearing ambient noises, banging and clanging and slamming of doors. No matter how well walled off a clinic is, you're still going to hear noises in the background, and you're going to want to have those canceled out, especially if you're going to be listening to ambient music, which is the second thing you're going to need to bring. And ambient music is really important. Now, there are a number of different lists out there for ketamine infusions. You can go to Spotify and just Google ketamine music for any system, and you'll find somewhere that has some sort of ambient playlist. Certainly, it's something that you should choose, take a look at, and maybe take a listen to before you come in. It should definitely be about an hour long, and it should certainly be something that's subtle, without words, maybe even unfamiliar. But each person has a particular preference. It's very difficult ahead of time to figure out what you're going to like and what's going to be useful for you. But again, music does play an integral role in the entire process of a ketamine infusion. And also bring eye shades. So some individuals like to have their eyes open and look around. At Nova Health Recovery, we frequently use galaxy lamps and the salt crystal lamps as well, and ambient Philips Hue lights to help out with the scenery. But some individuals like to keep their eyes shut, so eye shades can certainly be helpful, even sunglasses for some individuals. And then another thing to bring is comfortable clothing. Certainly you want to be comfortable. You want something warm, fuzzy, and snug maybe, that gives you kind of that at-home feeling. And obviously in an infusion center like Nova Health, we generally have very comfortable chairs that just are electronic recliners and kind of sink into them so that you just kind of feel comfortable, safe, and snug. Another thing to bring is a journal. You want to be able to journal your experiences, because just like a dream in the morning, you remember it when you first get out of the dream, but as the day goes by, you tend to forget things. And sometimes you create these thoughts, during your journey, and it's important to journal these thoughts and what your goals are and what your direction was and what your response was and what your action plan is going to be after you've gone through each infusion. And then you can look back on all these thoughts and drawings and feelings and kind of put them all together at a later time. Certainly a weighted blanket or a comfortable blanket is very helpful, something that's snug, and weighted blankets in particular seem to be very effective because they just give you that secure kind of feeling. Bring a friend or bring a family member, somebody to sit with you during the infusion or be there to take you home afterwards. It's always nice to have somebody in the room with you, but sometimes you just want to go it alone and have that journey and that internal guided imagery and flow state on your own. But whatever your choice is, always have somebody with you if you can, but if you can't, that's understandable. Don't forget, no eating for 4 hours before an infusion or based on your clinic's recommendation. You cannot drive home. In general, people can't drive between 4 and 6 hours after an infusion. Each clinic has its own regulations and restrictions. Always bring somebody to drive you home, and clear your schedule, clear your mind before you come in. Take a deep breath and de-stress. Just turn your phone off so it doesn't ring. You can't be communicating with people during an infusion. And avoid social media. Those are stressful things. Don't drink alcohol. Stay away from marijuana during the infusion experience. And if there's any prescribed medications you generally take, certainly take them. And as far as prophylactic antiemetics and other medications, make certain that you take them ahead of time. Things like Zofran or antivertical patches, whatever may be prescribed, those are helpful in just kind of mitigating any nausea that may occur during the infusion experience. And then onto your infusion. A steady drip of a ketamine infusion over 40 minutes, weight-based. Let your mind go and just take that journey so that neuroplasticity can occur and your depression and your worries can just resolve over time.